platforms at Ozthecryptogoat, all lowercases, no spaces, the #1 live stream on Abstract, days and days and days in a row. We are just killing it on Abstract, but we're also on YouTube and TikTok and Twitch and X and Facebook and Instagram as well. Saint says, I'm going to 1 million likes today. Honestly, I'm happy with 100K likes. Start tapping away. I need all my liking warriors. I need all my chatting warriors. I need you guys in the chat and involved. W's in the chat. Don't forget hashtag crypto, hashtag stand with crypto, hashtag FYP, hashtag let's go. Let's get the algorithm boosted. That's what we're going to do in this. What's the Discord server? The Discord server link is in my bio. Click the link in my bio and you can get it there. If you have trouble joining the Discord, copy it and put it into your browser and it'll take you right in. For some reason, the link sometimes gives people a hard time. If you have like malware, spamware on your phone, it's going to give you a hard time getting in there. So it's easy. Just copy and paste it into your browser. It's going to pop right up and you're going to get right into the Discord. No problem. So join the Discord. We've got the voice channel open on the side. It says lounge and you can pop in there. But please, if you do pop in on the Discord and you want to chat and have the conversation with Stand With Crypto, stay on TikTok as well, so that way we don't lose our viewership and we don't get bumped down in the algorithm, because we do want this message to be heard. You know what? Let's see here. Let's try something. Let's try something here. Let's try this here. Let's see here. Keep smashing that like button, guys. Tristan J. Kelly says, hi Oz, stop by to show some support. Appreciate you, brother. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. We're gonna have an amazing show today. We have Cali Crypto from Stand With Crypto, not Crypto Cali, okay? Or yeah, Cali Crypto. So he is one of the influencers and people here with well, I am live. I gotta take a picture. Yeah. I get nothing but problems from TikTok, man. %50 of the live goal is completed. Thank you, Seamont, Run Up. Thank you guys. Mother Dragons, MVP, Revolution. Thank you guys. We're halfway through our live goal here, and if you don't want to give anything, no problem, just keep hitting the like button or spam the chat. Put an emoji in the chat, put a W in the chat. If you think that this show is a winner, put a W in the chat. All right, who out there thinks that this show is a winner and should stay on the air? And if you think it shouldn't, put an L in the chat. If you think I should kick rocks, put an L in the chat. Let me know.
No L's.
That's right, no L's. Mother, I see you in the Discord. How are you?
Trying to support you, man. I'm in both.
Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Remember, if you are in the Discord, make sure you stay on the live with TikTok and you continue to engage with TikTok while we're doing the show. because we will open the questions at the end after we have a little interview and a little chat, and you guys will have an opportunity to ask your questions, and I'm sure you're going to develop new questions as we talk and as we engage. And this is how education is done. You have to understand that these people that are coming on here, they are rubbing elbows, having dinners with the most powerful and influential people in the world, in this country, in the crypto space. These are the people that are developing the structure for the laws that will govern us and crypto. So this is your opportunity to have your voices be heard, to come together as a community and state your beef or state your praise. You know, this is your opportunity. You, ladies and gentlemen, have the opportunity to actually have your voices heard in a meaningful manner, not just random, influencers or people that are arguing on this space, but actually someone that has institutional power that can make changes on your behalf. These are the people that want to represent you in this space. They want to hear what you think. They want to hear what you have to say. Let your voices be heard. That is what's beautiful and what's powerful about this show, is we can come together as a community, and we can do so much more than just whine and complain about the markets, whine and complain about legislation. We can actually stand up and do something about it. If we're for something, this platform literally gives you an easy way to onboard you into reaching out to your senators, to your congressmen, to the people that influence you. And even if you are in a different country and you're not in the United States, we still want to hear your voice. You are still part of the crypto community. The crypto sphere is a global community. That's what's the beauty about it is. So I may be the California constituent, but you are adjacent to me because I am in California, even if you're outside of the country. So you hold influence in California through me. So you have an opportunity to step up and have your voices be heard. It's beautiful. It's honestly, I don't know anyone else in the space that's doing it like this. I don't know anybody else that's making moves like this. I see people that are going to events, they're interviewing people. There's people that are having their shows, but like, who's actually trying to make a difference out here? Actually pounding the pavement. I mean, I'm spending my own money to go out here and plug myself in, to put myself in a position to be influential in a way that can be positive towards the community, not just in myself, not just to my bags, but to the overall picture of what crypto is, right? We want crypto to grow and be something beautiful and amazing, and not a tool for control and tracking, right? We want it to be about freedom. And this is the time where we can stand up and we can make it about freedom, or we can make it about pumping our bags, because that's what they want. They want you to focus on pumping your bags and not focus on the legislation, because there is legislation at hand that can be passed, but we don't talk about it. It's unheard of. You haven't even heard it until it came out of my mouth. That's a sad thing, that no one else is really digging into it. They're digging as far as, how is this going to pump my bag? And there's so much more. What's up, brother?
No, like I think you're spot on. We navigate through these live streams often, and nobody really talks about what crypto has to offer. We're still using it like just like traditional finance, So getting our voices out there heard, and understanding like this is our opportunity to use these investment vehicles, this Wall Street that we've recreated, and keep the playing field level that was previously unlevel, like for the last century almost. So
Right. This is our one opportunity to actually have control of finance. The control of finance can be in the hands of the people, and the bankers and the investors in Wall Street are starting to get their claws into it, and we got to keep them out of the cookie jar. It's our turn, right? This is for the people.
Definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen,
people really understand that yet, and having these kind of streams like this and raising awareness is important.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we are fighting on the front lines of freedom, okay? The battles that we fight in this new war will be fought on your cell phone, on your computer, on your television screen, and in your mind, okay? And we are fighting on those front lines of freedom. So we need you to show up and show out and hit that like button, send in gifts, get this platform pushed into the algorithm, because today is important. Any other day, slack off. I don't care. You know what I've realized is I'm actually more popular than I realized, because there are dozens and dozens, if not hundreds or thousands of fake accounts of me that have hundreds of thousands of followers each. And I may not get the credit for it. I don't care. It's about getting the message out there. So today is the day to shine, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day to be hitting the like button, to be engaged, to stay for the entire show, listen to what we have to say, debate about it, come on to the Discord and have your voice be heard, ask your questions, be involved, and actually make a difference in the space. That's why we're here. We want to make a difference. We want to secure our freedom. Turn off the music while you guys are talking. All right. I should probably turn it off anyway here. All right. It's time to kill the music. So what's up, brother? You wanna do a little prequel back and forth? Let's talk Clarity Act, brother. Where you stand? What are you feeling? What are your thoughts?
I'll be honest, I'm not really 100% sure of the legislation of it. I know people have been talking about that, the Clarity Act. My stance on the whole thing is we need to protect decentralized finance at all costs. There's never been a better investment vehicle for the common man that's ever existed, like in our lifetimes. Like, we have an opportunity here to be our own institution, and I think that needs to be protected. So whatever this legislation is trying to push out there, I think that kind of verbiage needs to be involved in it. The scary thing is most people don't really know about like DeFi like that. They when people trade crypto, they trade on Coinbase. That's actually how I knew about what's that? The Stand with Cryptos, because I've used them quite a few times on Coinbase, like just to reach out to my local senators and whatnot.
And you're one of the few that do that. Most people, they'll sit here and they'll gripe and they'll complain about, what's going on, what the rules are, what the laws are, but they don't actually do anything about it. They don't get involved. They don't get into politics. They don't let their voices be heard. They don't write letters. They don't write emails. They don't do anything. Stand with Crypto literally makes it easy. They wrote the letter for you. They have
For real.
It's literally like click and it's done for you.
Exactly.
My main concern with the Clarity Act is, and it can be molded, right? It's not set in stone. It's only passed in the House. It's moved into the Senate. And when it's in the Senate, it has the opportunity to evolve and change into something much better, more refined, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the issue that I have with it is it does need refining. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. I'm going to talk more on that. But, we want institutions to come into crypto, right? That's going to pump our bags. That's why everybody wants the Clarity Act, because it's going to basically make it so the SEC doesn't regulate it anymore, and it's the CFTC that regulates it now. That's basically what the Clarity Act does. So that allows institutions to be able to buy things like XRP, right? Well, as of right now, institutions can't buy XRP because the injunction is still in place. Well, once the law changes, and this is something I've been saying all year long, all last year, once the law changes, then that will change, and you will see institutions come into XRP and other projects as well. But a lot of them are hands off right now because there's not enough clarity. There's not enough, set in stone, concrete. Should we be getting into this or not? They want to, but these are institutions where if they do something wrong and mess up, they can lose everything, right? They have a lot at stake. So we have to provide an on-ramp for the institutions to come in. So that's like the main focus that everyone's focused on, but everyone's lost sight of, do we want to give up our security and our legitimacy as the holders, as the retail, as the consumer, right?
What security would you be giving up, I guess, would be my question.
Well, we're going to get into that.
Gotcha.
But in a nutshell, basically, Jesse, if you want to come in to the Discord, I would much appreciate if you would come in, because I don't have the Clarity Act pulled up, but she's our fact checker for the show. Jesse, if you're here and you could... I'm not going to be having guests on the TikTok side of things today. It'll all be in the Discord. But I appreciate you sending that in. So, and make sure everybody's smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel, share the show with your friends. Stark says, most people don't know what the Clarity Act consists of. Does he have a copy of it? That's one of the questions I'm going to ask him. Has he read it? Does he understand what it means? Like, those are the things we're going to be talking about today. Jesse, Revolution, if you are in the chat, if you could please come on, I would appreciate it. If you can, I understand. It would be, obviously, I'm asking you to donate your time to the cause here. By the way, can you guys hear the fan? I just turned the fan on. Is it annoying or are we good? Anyone? The fan annoying?
No, you're good.
All right, cool. This room gets hot, man. It's all like super soundproofed and everything, and because of that, it's freezing cold, yet this room is warm because of all the equipment that's on. So perfect. So yeah, back to the Clarity Act. The issue is basically it gives companies 4 years. It's like 3 years and some odd time. It's about basically 4 years to where they can operate outside of the SEC under the CFTC. And as long as they meet certain criteria, then they can become, once they prove that they're decentralized and they prove that they're certain, attributes that they have to achieve, right, over this 4-year period. Once they achieve that, then they basically can be ruled as a legitimate company or whatever. See, I can't even begin to understand and explain all of this. This is why we have the experts come on here.
So what you're talking about is the 3-year limit. So literally at 2 years and 30 days, at any time, they can rug pull everybody and be like, you know what, didn't make it as a coin, sorry. And so the Clarity Act is more so to protect the inventors and the government,
and
it does not protect and the institution. It does not protect, however, the investor and the daily consumer. And so the problem with the Clarity Act is that it was not written for people, everyday people. It was written for institutions to protect their money. Now they have, again, 3 years to decide if it's real or not. And the government, they know what, oh, it's real, it's not. And at any point in those 3 years, they can take all your money.
Right. So it gives them less oversight for the 3-year period. Right now, as soon as they hit the market, they're under the SEC, right? So they're under strict guidelines. The CFTC has very loose and laxed guidelines. That's the difference here. Okay, so making the CFTC rule over crypto, as far as institutions go, they're in it and they can pretty much do whatever they want for that 3-year and 30-day period, which can be concerning to the investor, right? You want to get into a project early on, you could easily be rugged within that time frame. So the Boozman-Booker draft has language in it that not only gives that same leeway to the institutions to allow them to have the clarity of being able to know where they stand legally in owning and operating in crypto, but also it protects the investor as well and the consumer. So what I would like to see is a blend of the two together, and that's what is done in the Senate, right? So we need to educate the people that are, pushing for the Clarity Act, that like, hey, I'm down for the Clarity Act if they can add these little rewrites in it that are going to be good for us. Why do the institutions get all the good stuff and we get, the crumbs?
And it's to keep them protected, to help the market grow, but not have any legal backlash.
Right. So let's protect both. We are literally writing the framework for the future of finance. Let's get it right, guys. Don't rush something just to make your bags pump. Let's get this legislation right, and let's get the right things passed so that way we can have a strong foundation to build upon. Let's not give our power up.
Especially in California, because California sets the tone for many other states. And if people can call their local congressmen and Senate, all of that, they all contribute to what's decided once the Senate gets a hold of the bill. And the Senate can make changes at any time. But if we can establish something here in California, make those phone calls, and show up at meetings and push it in the right direction.
And I believe California, aren't the votes, because it is a republic, right? So each state has like a certain number of representatives and senators based upon the amount of people that live there. And yes, California is one of the highest number of votes in the country. So
correct.
Thank you.
So being plugged in here with the people in California that are running the show, we are making a dent here. This is not just, small beans. This is big picture stuff. Jesse, do you mind taking over for a second? I'm gonna message our guest real quick.
Okay. No, I don't think people think the Clarity Act is what it actually is, as I think it's been portrayed as something that, it's going to solve all of crypto's problems when it's really not. It can actually create further problems for investors, and I think people really need to understand that it does need to be fixed, and there needs to be some changes, because like with every, I guess, company, or take the pharmaceutical company, for example, they can't be criminally held, they can't be criminally charged, they can be civilly charged because they are protected. And we don't want to create another market where the big companies are protected, yet the investors and consumers are just left out. And that's just unfortunately how the markets here work, and a lot of other places. And if this is the future of money, then we need to come to an understanding that protects everybody.
Well, I think that's why we need to have more live streams and spaces, whatever we call them, just like this. I mean, I'm learning in real time just hearing you guys talk, and I'm not newbie to crypto whatsoever. I guess I'm a veteran. 2017, in crypto, that's
Nice.
I got
50
1 year
years,
on you,
right?
brother. I got 1 year on
Well,
you.
crypto, that's 50 years, right? So, but this is something I really haven't paid attention to. And like you said, I've heard people mention briefly how it's gonna, nothing that you guys said whatsoever, but they said something about our taxes and whatnot. And I don't know that this has anything to do with that whatsoever.
Yeah, this doesn't have anything to do with taxes. This is basically clarity for institutions how they can operate their businesses with crypto, right? That's really all the Clarity Act does. And what we want to do is we want to not only have clarity on for institutions, but also clarity for the consumer, for the investor, and protections for them as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's why I don't like that they called it the Clarity Act, because it's not very clear unless you deep dive into it and you actually see what they're trying to say. And they're trying to be like, well, you can't, not exactly, but they want it so you can't legally go after these people, which is why they give you the 3 year cushion that at any time you can be like, you know what, this isn't going to work, and pull it. And that to me is should be concerning to anybody, because 3 years is a long time. 3 years is a long time to, cast a net and pull something in, and then when you pull it in, you just let it all go, and that to me is very worrisome.
So TikTok seller says, so when is it being voted for in the Senate, or is it being worked on? Like, what's happening? Jesse, can you look into that real quick? I believe
It's still been sitting in the Senate. It has not been voted on. It has not been changed. It is just one of the many bills that are sitting on there. Unfortunately, because of the way that America is happening right now and all the weird stuff that's going on and war and economic problems, it hasn't been a priority. And I don't think it will be until other people higher up get enough coins to rug before it's regulated.
it's my understanding that 2027 to 2029 is the predicted timeline for 2027 is when it is predicted to pass, and 2029 is when it's predicted to be implemented.
The problem with that is it's like GTA 6. How long have we been waiting for that damn game to come out, And it's one of those things they're like, we'll deal with it next year. We'll deal with it next year. We'll deal with it next year. And I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. There's too many problems with it to pass on both sides. And so as long as that lingers, no, they never want to do the work, dude. They're still on vacation, like they don't even like doing their normal job. So for having them to actually sit down, look at this bill, decide, and how it gets implemented, I think we've got more than a few years out.
Yeah, I think this is one thing I've been saying all year long since I started streaming, is that regulation takes time. We know Josh, right? Josh was like, no, it's happening. It's going to happen in July all last year. Remember that? And, here we are. But yeah, these things take time. Laws aren't written overnight. You have to understand, this is the structure for the world's financial institution of money, right? This is not something that we can rush. This is not something that we want to rush. This is something that we want to get it right. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm working on this, and why I'm pushing so hard, and I'm really plugged, because I have a million other leads of guests that I could have come on the show right now. I have stacks and stacks of business cards and stuff, because I've been out pounding the pavement. Y'all have been wondering, oh, Oz, where you been? I took 2 months off. No, I didn't take 2 months off. I've been pounding the pavement and making connections to make this happen, so that way you guys aren't just talking to the same people on the internet over and over and over and hearing the same regurgitated nonsense, to get people who are actually building this technology, actually writing the legislation, actually pushing it in the Senate, right? These are the people that are writing the petitions. They're doing all the real work that's being done, right? I've been making those connections, and I'm pushing for this because the primaries are coming up. And I do believe that they are going to use the primaries as a way to push this legislation through, because they know that a lot of people want crypto, especially, the Trump side of people. They want crypto. And what's great about Stand With Crypto is they are bipartisan. They're one of the things they say is that you don't have to hate crypto just because you're a Democrat, and you don't have to love crypto just because you're a Republican. It doesn't have to be a bifurcated thing. It's something that we can all come together and realize that our money system is broken. It needs to be fixed. These are the rails in which we can fix it, but let's make sure we do it right, chat. Mother, I see you in there. What's going on, Mom? Just lurking in the background? All right. Everybody, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, follow me on all platforms at Ozthecryptogoat. We're going to set a goal right now. Well, we need one more heart me. Let's meet this goal first. We need one heart me. When we reach these goals, it boosts us into the algorithm. One person with a heart me is going to make a big difference right now. Anyone that hasn't sent in a heart me yet, much appreciated to anyone that can do that. How does the Clarity Act affect BAS? Starks, come on to the Discord, buddy, and let's have a chat. And these are the questions you're going to want to ask Callie, and he may not have all the answers. We're going to continually have more people. My plan is to get, the representative to come on here, the congressman, the senators. That is the overall goal here, so like let's dive into those deep questions, and let's make it. Starks, thank you for the heart me, appreciate it. Let's see here. Let's set a new live goal. Let's see here. We want to do a big one, because that is what's going to really push the algorithm here. And we want to push the algorithm today. We need a galaxy. I know it seems like a lot. If you can, great. If you can't, no big deal. Let me see here. What is going on? I guess it's already up there. Set a new goal. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with TikTok. It doesn't work anymore. Nothing on TikTok works anymore. I'm getting really sick of it. We love TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is amazing. Everybody hit the like button. If you can, send a gift. Every shape or size is great. Galaxies, for some reason, they're like something about them. When you send a galaxy, it is like an algorithm boost. It is like the holy grail of gifts that you can send. I understand it's like $10, guys. So if you can't afford to do it, no big deal. Mother Dragons, thank you so much for the rose hand. I appreciate that.
Is he the BSA? Is he talking about the Bank Secrecy Act? Is that what he's talking about?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So one doesn't really affect the other, especially when it comes to crypto. So the Clarity Act, who is regulated by whom? BSA is what money laundering rules they must follow. So it's not doesn't weaken or override. They're pretty much equal. There wouldn't be a dissident. They're pretty much one exists and then the other exists, just like anything else.
Yeah, I don't think it really one affects the other.
No.
The main concern we have here is the Clarity Act gives institutions all the power and takes all the power from the people. We want to make sure that the power stays in the hands of the people because we have our hands on it, guys. Our hand is in the cookie jar first. This is our opportunity to keep our hand in the cookie jar first before the institutions, and to secure ourselves financially and secure ourselves in investments, because right now crypto is not an investment. Okay, it's a speculative investment, right? We are all speculating that because of A and B we're going to get C, right? That's where we're at. We don't know. As of right now, it's magic internet money as far as I'm concerned. So we want to make sure that when we set the guidelines, we do it in a way where we don't lose control, because we will spiral out of control very quickly.
Yeah, that's a real thing, man. Once the institutions jump in, they've taken so long and delayed their entrance, and they've seen other countries, other organizations like jumping in. I guess I could just say America in general has waited so long to come in, and they're used to controlling the system, right? And they don't have control over this. So that's one thing they're going to attempt to do is regain control, right?
Exactly, because right now the crypto space is being controlled by the investors and the consumers, and then that's what they don't want. They don't I don't know why, and this is not just our country because I'm not blind, but but that's their point. They need to have control over it because only they can make money, and you can get maybe some of the sprinkles on the donut, but that's about it. That's about as far as they're going to let you go. And once they have their hand on it, they're never going to take their hand off. So when people don't understand, as far as if you make money now before that passes, you're going to be okay. But if you don't, especially with this bad market, by the time that Clarity Act gets passed, you're going to have very little leeway and what you can and cannot do.
And basically all the risk will fall on us as investors and none of the risk onto institutions. And that's basically what we have now. When the banks messed up in 2008, who paid for it? Who bailed them out? We did.
Yes.
Do we really want to create another system like that?
Well, I mean, take it a step further. As the GameStop AMC fiasco, right? When a bunch of retail investors got together and pulled a Wall Street on Wall Street, Wall Street put a halt to them. They you know, stopped trading for those assets so they could
Banks are
liquidate
trying
their
to kill
shorts
your
and
crypto reward.
prevent themselves from going out of business. But it happens to the consumer every single day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And, it's high time we had, because literally that's why we're all gung-ho about crypto, right? We want a new way to do money, right? That's why we're here, right? We see it coming. We have an opportunity to do things in a way that are actually good in the long run. Why do we want crypto? Because it's deflationary, not inflationary. It's literally the opposite of what we have now. So why would we want to create a mirrored system of something we already have? We want to keep the power with the people. Everyone, I need you all to smash that like button right now, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, follow me on all platforms. But I need you guys right now to share the show out. I need you guys to hit the like button. Viewership is down. We got slapped in the face with a banana yesterday, and because of that, viewership is way down right now. I need you guys to come together. I need my liking warriors. I need my sharing warriors. I need everyone to show up and show out and boost us in the algorithm, guys. I need you guys today because we do have a guest. Any other day, I don't care. but we need this information to get out there. So everybody put a W in the chat on TikTok. Everybody, W's in the chat. Go into TikTok right now. Put a W in the chat. Spam the chat with emojis, whatever you want. Keep that chat rolling. If you don't see something coming up in the chat, pop something in there real quick. Keep it moving, guys. We need to boost this algorithm and get things going. We need everyone to engage simultaneously and work together. I see Cali Crypto in the TikTok right now. Let's boost up this algorithm, get it going. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? So we are on the Discord right now. If you want to join in a little bit early, I know 6:30 is our time frame. We're just trying to get the algorithm rolling on TikTok right now. But Cali Crypto 714, make sure you guys send him a follow. Everyone in the chat, send him a follow. That's our special guest for tonight. We're going to be talking and having a little Q&A. Yeah, dude, share it out. Absolutely. Thank you very much. We got slapped in the face with a banana yesterday. Somebody wanted me to do some TA on Mon and wanted me to say that it was going to go to $100. And I can't do that. I can't lie to you people. And so he flagged us for misinformation. So unfortunately,
Wow.
our algorithm is suffering a little bit today. So we'll get past it. You know, it happens, but unfortunately, that's something we have to deal with here on TikTok is the bad actors. If you're not shilling somebody's project for them, they retaliate against you. And unfortunately, TikTok is the only platform where your haters can retaliate against you as a creator. It's unreal. But unfortunately, it's the platform where the most educated crypto people reside. And so I'm hoping to bring all that community together into the Discord, and but also unfortunately at the same time, TikTok is very addictive and people just do not want to leave the platform. And I wish I hadn't started on this platform because it's kind of been detrimental to growth over the long term because of everything that happened over the last year with TikTok possibly getting shut down and different things. It's definitely been a roller coaster. Yes, because we're fighting for crypto as a whole. We're going to show crypto for everyone. Well, that's the thing is I don't shill, man. I'm here to be the voice of reason when everyone is screaming XRP to 100K. I think there was a guy that literally said 250K XRP by 2030. Those types of people, like, yeah, low information viewers, like, and it's like, I'm not here to clown on the guy. I'm here to let him know, like, hey, like, let's do some math, okay? Let's do a little bit of math. Maybe you skipped that day, but we're going to go over it today and I'm going to teach you. That's what it's about. It's about having the right information so we don't get wrecked. And I think a lot of these bad actors, I think they know better. I think they know that XRP is not going to 250K, but they want to put it out there because they top blasted it at, $3.60 or something like that, and they're down and they're looking to pump their bag as well. And that's one of the biggest issues I have with crypto is everyone is so concerned about pumping their bags and less concerned about the integrity and the infrastructure of crypto itself. And really what they're doing is they're offboarding the new people that are onboarding. All the new people coming into crypto are being pushed away by all the scammers. They're being pushed away by all the fake accounts. They're being pushed away because they're getting burned on some meme coin or some whatever, We need to be helping these people, informing them, welcoming them with open arms, and showing them how to make money in this space, and helping them grow in their education in crypto, and not burning them and then pushing them out of the space. Because if adoption is what you really want, that's not how you achieve it.
Also, if you don't know, ask questions. Never take anyone at face value. And my thing, and I'm going to use XRP as an example, is that, oh, it's going to 1K. Show me. Math your math for me. Show me your
Yeah.
data. And do not listen to anyone who says multiplier. If that sentence starts with multiplier, they are lying to you. They show you this weird little graphic bullshit. Sorry, BS, they are lying to you, okay? Do your own research. It's okay to listen to other people and gather information, but please, please look for yourself. Research it. Never trust, not even us, research it. Don't trust anything. You want to look in for yourself because these people will lie and they want you to do what they want you to do so that they can pull out of the market. It has nothing to do with helping you or that they actually believe it, but they need you to waste your money so they can make money.
Yeah, it's a sad
Yeah,
thing. Go ahead.
yeah, you're just they're the new people are just the next person or the last person's exit liquidity, right? And we've seen it for years within blockchain with all the scam coins. We push these coins, and you got a cabal of, I guess we can call them influencers, working together to put something up. What are you doing, Oz? I'm missing something, man. I don't know.
I'm telling everybody to tap the screen.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Hit the like button, baby.
I thought
I
it was
was
doing
thinking the
something
same
wrong for a
thing.
second, bro. I thought it was doing something wrong for a second.
No, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, you got a cabal of influencers, working together to promote these scam coins, and just I saw somebody make a post on Twitter one day, and I had to laugh because it was actually funny, but it's not funny at the same time. But he said he discovered the infinite money glitch. He says the rug pull. He says every time I rug pull somebody, there's someone new to rug pull. And he was like one of them probably pump.fun guys, something like that. And
Checks
he's
out.
making a joke, but that's the reality of it. Is
Exactly.
people want to come in and they think they're because they heard a story about they're going to turn $100 into $1 million, and
And those same
practically
people that are doing that are the same people that are whining and complaining that new people aren't onboarding onto it, and that the mass population of people think that crypto is a scam. Well, why do you think that?
well, because 90+% of it is, right?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, yeah.
there's at least 1,000 accounts with my name on it, and they've got 100,000 followers, and they're
What are
using
you
my
doing wrong,
content.
bro?
Yeah, they're using my content. I don't know
It's
what
weird.
I'm doing wrong. They're following the wrong person. They follow that content, and then next thing you know, they're talking to a scammer that's saying like, "Hey, you can do this, and you can copy my trades, and I'm going to make you rich," and blah 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 blah. That's not me. I'm never going to message you directly. I'm never going to say, "Hey, how's your trading experience going?" That's not me, guys. But that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to
Well,
onboard people into crypto if we're doing that?
I mean, social media has its own problems too because there's so many botted accounts on every platform.
Yeah.
So inevitably, in our space, the crypto space, us using social media as our mediums to promote, I mean, we're gonna attract that element.
Yeah, unfortunately, when money's involved, there's always shady characters. But it's up to us as the community to find the newcomers and take them under our wing, educate them, guide them down the right path, and not use them as exit liquidity. That's the main goal.
Yeah.
Especially as an influencer, as a creator, you have to be upheld by the utmost integrity. It is your job to influence these people in the right direction, and coming out and speaking on things that you're uneducated about is part of the problem. I see a lot of new creators, I call them, because there's a difference between a creator and influencer, right? There's a lot of different people that come into the space and they don't know what they're talking about. They haven't. They don't even know, and they just got in July of last year. It's their first, and now all of a sudden they're going to teach you how to get into something. Their only concern is onboarding people.
Yeah, I encountered that today actually on online, and I won't name accounts or whatever. But yeah, the individual was promoting new layer one proof of work, claiming all these things. When you start asking like basic crypto questions, like hey, why does if you're saying this is a layer one, why does it have an Ethereum address? You couldn't answer the question. Uh, it was like it was like yeah, it's bad. And then you got new people coming in and he's telling these people how they made hundreds of thousands of dollars by mining this coin, and you can do the same thing. I'm not going to show you, but you can do a 15-minute call with us and I'll get you on. And yeah, you can always tell if you're experienced because you ask basic questions, like it's something you should know about how to navigate through an Explorer, right? And if they can't answer like the basic questions, you're
But the thing is
yes.
the people who don't know, they get fooled. And that's the problem is we want to not push people away. We want to embrace them.
But that's the problem. All this, we have these people who are shilling these coins, and these poor people who are trying to get into crypto who get really excited, and then they're watching the wrong person. You're right, they're not being educated, they're not getting any of those things, and so what ends up happening is they're like, I don't want any part of this. Either they lose money or they lose interest. Like, my grandmother still writes checks because she doesn't trust credit cards. She still, till this day, writes checks. And what you're creating, what people are creating, whether they realize it or not, by scamming people, is a distrust in crypto, and it's never going to be bigger than that.
Hey, everybody. We've got Cali Crypto in the house. If you want to turn your camera on, that's fine. If not, if you want to do voice, that's cool too, brother. Glad to have you, man.
All right, there you are. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn on the camera. Let me put on my AirPod too, so I can hear you. But what's up, Oz? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too, man.
What's up? Good to see you guys. And
Hey.
Formation, nice to meet you, bro.
Absolutely. And we have a very educated group of people here in crypto. And I want to tell everybody that's in the chat that's watching the live right now, click the Discord link in the bio if you want to come and join the lounge voice chat and let your voice be heard and your thoughts in crypto. Please feel free to come in and join the conversation because we have strength in numbers. When we come together as a community and we work together to get to the bottom of these things and to address the issues that are at hand, we are making a difference.
Spreading information, especially like the correct information, is more important. We're not going to sit here and be like, you need to buy ABC. It's more of, if you're going to take these steps, don't just listen to other people, research yourself, because if not, these other people will shill you a coin that they're just trying to rug.
Absolutely. So don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Share the show with your friends. Follow me at Ozthecryptogoat, all lowercases, no spaces. You can follow Cali at CaliCrypto714, I believe it is. He's on X and I believe TikTok as well. There he is, the man of the hour. Let's pull you up here, put you on the big screen.
Can you hear me okay? Am I coming in all right?
Yeah, you sound good,
Yeah,
brother.
All right, appreciate it. You're coming out. I hear you coming from the Mac Mini, the settings. I just accidentally just pressed something right now, but I appreciate you guys having me. It was awesome once again seeing you guys at the Stand With Crypto event in Hollywood. It's always nice seeing friendly faces, familiar faces, and also really great to meet new faces too. So if you guys are anywhere in the United States, there's always events going on in your area. Definitely tap in with Stand With Crypto and hit me up if you wanted to find out who's the president charter of your state too. hit me up, send me a DM, and then let's get you connected. So then everybody should be involved in these events, whether meeting each other or finding out what we can do to push this forward. Especially with, I know the topic's been the Clarity Act. And I will say that I'm just a regular guy. I'm not a professional. I didn't go to college. I've been in crypto since 2021. So I'm very new to crypto still and learn every day. But I do know that we need clarity. We need transparency to set the tone. Because like I was listening to you earlier, Oz. You were saying that it's important. We need to get this right because this is like we're the beginning stages of this being pushed to the masses. Right. Once we get this really honed down to a point where everything's fair on both sides, I think this market can really start moving in a way that we've kind of been waiting and wanting it to.
Absolutely. And you know, I actually so I've been on the Stand with Crypto website, and I've seen the letter, read the letter and everything, and it's very simple, guys. All you do is go to their website and you type in your name and address and a couple little things, and boom, the letter's pre-set up for you. You can send it out. It's very quick and easy to do. And here's the thing, brother. I haven't sent my letter in yet. I've actually sent in a letter personally on my own. I've actually been pushing on this platform for people to basically write their senators, write their congressmen. We're moving into primaries right now. And it only takes a few handful of people to actually do that to make a difference. So when we come together as a community and we actually let our voices be heard, now is the time to get them heard, because we are going into the primaries right now. And so maybe after they're not going to listen so much, but right now is the time to be making the moves and make things happen. One question I wanted to have with you, obviously we're speaking about the Clarity Act, and there are some things that I love about the Clarity Act, and there are some things that I somewhat disagree with, and I'm not sure where you stand with that. And maybe you don't even know about it. My whole goal here is to educate people, and you know, you're in the space, you're influencing the most powerful and influential people in politics that are surrounded in this and in the community. And so my main concern is with the Clarity Act is we have, and I'll let Revolution go into this a little bit more. With the Clarity Act, the way it's written now, it gives clarity for financial institutions, which allows them to basically be under the CFTC instead of the SEC, right? That's basically what it does. We can't hear you, brother. I think you're muted.
We got two different agencies that we're talking about right there for banks. So the clarity and what we need to, the transparency, and one also being able to understand. We just literally had Gary Gensler and the Biden administration that were really against crypto as a whole. You know, a lot of misinformation was being put out there about